Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crypto on the Rocks. Joe, how's it going, brother?
Going good. Going good.
Excellent. All right, let's start it off proper. Cheers.
Yes. This is cheers.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, cheers. We got people slowly getting notifications. I don't know. Sometimes YouTube's on top of these notifications. Other times, not so much.
Yeah, I know it.
Not so much. All right. Well, appreciate everybody who's slowly coming on in here. As always, don't forget, smash up the like button. Subscribe if you are new here. And yeah, I don't know. Not sure who's showing up tonight. Daniel didn't say he was going to definitely be here. He did send me some information, but I also know he just did like a Sound Money podcast not too long ago. So he might be like done with everything like that for today. Who knows? We'll see. But I'm sure Bedell will chime in at some point. Even Shuby, come on, Shuby, you're probably out there lurking. No, Lord knows. All right, let's see who else is here. We got BC Port Corp in the house. Welcome, sir. Appreciate you. I asked if he was going to be joining us this evening, and he said, seriously, am I frozen again?
I don't think you're frozen.
Oh, but my controls are. All right, there we go. Finally. He said, I don't know if my internet can handle it. I'll give it. Okay. Hey, BC, I get it. Give it a show. Love to have you on here. And get your 2 cents about all this crapola with Trump, Elon, the debt ceiling, and God knows what else. Like, good Lord, man. I'll tell you what. This whole shit fandango has been going down all week here, and it's just I can't believe Trump has gone down the road of, yeah, let's get rid of the debt ceiling. Like, what? You know, everybody says, you know, that's what I voted for. Well, okay, that's not what I voted for. So there you go. Like,
yeah, but it had to be done though. Like, it has to. Like every president is going to do it anytime they can, you know, increase the debt ceiling because they have to, like, because they're just printing money. I mean, there's no other way around it unless we get new money, but it's going to have to be done. No matter what they do, no matter the cutting on the spending or anything like that, it's going to continue to rise.
Well, I don't disagree. Matter of fact, when you and I go live this Monday, I've already got the stream set up. I had so much stuff. I was like, okay, I'm just setting this sucker up now, and we'll add anything we got to add to it here. But when we look at the debt and the Doge, I don't even know if the Doge is going to keep going. Lord knows, because, you know, Elon's basically tapping out. But, you know, we're going to probably be at, or if not, pretty close to that $37 trillion mark, like going over to that number. That's just insanity to me. And the idea, I'm with you, Joe. I get it. I understand. I know they're gonna have to like raise it, fight for it at least. Have to friggin' go in front of the people and keep throwing it out there, you know, and hopefully, you know, eventually people, I don't know. I don't know what there are things I'd like to say, but I'm not gonna say because then it'll be like, you know, he's calling for riots in the streets or something. But yeah, I don't know, getting rid of it completely. I mean, even if he doesn't plan right now on being the guy to, like, because they've been pretty consistent, Joe. We've seen it, right? They're on that like 29 billion trajectory every week, you know. So okay, but guess what? He's done in what, 3.5 years, and there's just gonna be God knows who adding
hopefully
to the debt.
JD Vance. Hopefully.
Well,
hey,
yeah,
BC Port Corp.
I'm with you. BC is in the house. How's it going, brother?
How you guys doing?
Doing good.
All right. I'm already sitting here lamenting about the debt ceiling. Sorry. I started without you, BC.
No worries there.
Hey, how's your week been, brother?
Well, I've been moving this week, so it's been
the move
a busy
is
week.
official at this point.
Yep.
Okay.
So
excellent.
I literally just got my PC set up. And yeah, it's been a productive day.
Man, I hate moving. You don't
Yeah,
really
man. Facts.
have until you have to move. And then sometimes you sell some stuff, throw away some stuff, and you still have
Yep.
too much stuff. I hate it.
I
Oh
I
yeah.
agree.
I think you're cutting out.
Mike.
There you
Oh,
go.
Is
well,
it working now?
Yeah, it's good.
yes. It was just your audio. Your video didn't like glitch or anything.
Okay. Hold on. I might need to switch something around real quick because I
Hey,
can't
take
really
your time,
hear
brother.
y'all. So
Take your time, brother. Yeah, I'm that's what I'm putting in the chat right now. I all caps hate moving.
Dude, I hate it so bad, man.
Oh my god. I swore when I just sold my house like about a year ago now. Maybe a little bit longer than that now that I think about it. I said I'm never moving again. I'm never doing it. I'll end up moving again just because it you know
The
how it
only
goes.
reason I moved over here to Georgia, well, my ex-boss kept on asking me for 6 months, maybe even 8 months, and my cousin happened to be staying with me until his next job, and he was with me for like a month already. And my boss, again asking, and he goes, "What's wrong, Joe?" I said, "Man, my boss is asking me to move to Georgia." I said, "But I don't like moving because I hate moving." He goes, "Well, I'll help you." I was like, "Okay, let's go." So that was the decision.
That was all the twisting of the arm there.
Dude, and I left, man. I literally gave so many things away. It was crazy. And that's because I had already because in your closet you have stuff in there that you don't use and everything
Oh,
else.
hell yeah.
What I do is like every year and a half, I go through my closet and I take off at least half of the stuff in there. But you would think that I would have very little now. Nah, man, that's how much stuff I started with. And I take stuff out. A year or two later, it's like, okay, well, I haven't used it yet. Take some more stuff out. A year or two later, same thing. It's like,
I get it. And the longer you're somewhere, inevitably, the more crap you like hold on to. It is,
right.
man. It just is. Sucks.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yep.
But I was lucky though, because I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave my TV here, the entertainment center, the whole nine. I'm just gonna leave it here. I just buy a new when I go over there because it's less stuff I gotta bring. And my cousin's like, no, we'll just stack it on top. Man, it was like a pyramid. And I'm glad he did that because I didn't have to buy, but we had to buy a lot of stuff though coming over here. Stuff that you don't realize.
Hey, Bedell. Miss Crypto Bedell.
Sorry,
how's it going?
Kids are too loud.
That's all good.
How's it going?
I hurt myself.
Uh-oh,
boo-boos. What'd you do?
That's what you get for Pinky swearing when he's drunk. I'll Pinky swear, click. You take out the trash? Oh, I'll take out the trash. All right, let's swear on it. Yep.
Your camera's kind of odd, CCM.
No, it's because I've got comments turned on. That's why I moved Joe, so they weren't all over him. I don't give a shit if they're on me. But yeah, I got the comments turned on, so they'll scroll up on the screen as people put comments in the chat.
Well, you can put it back on me, and I'll just move over.
Yeah. Nah. You get to do that only when Crypto Princess comes in.
Hi.
The dodge.
Oh, so
Hi.
who's moving?
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
I think Luna wants to say hi.
Oh,
Say hi.
hi. How you doing?
I gotta put the camera way down for her.
I know, right? You got to get yourself like those elevator shoes.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, you guys came in. We were sitting there lamenting about moving and how much we all love moving. Tech Man just piping up in the chat. Tech Man, welcome. Appreciate you being here, sir. Yes. Hello.
As much as moving sucks, sometimes it's a nice thing because you can get rid of a lot of unwanted stuff. And
yeah, Joe was just saying that, man. Joe was just saying that.
I would hate to move from here
Mike's
because
off.
I've lived here for like 8 years, and yeah, it's gonna take a couple big box trucks to move everything.
Yeah.
Box truck of just shit that I didn't even know I had, and just
To the curb it goes.
we've been throwing away a lot of stuff at the curb last 2 months.
People take it.
Yeah. Oh, people love junk, man. I
Yeah.
say junk. I'm not saying your stuff was junk. My point is
Some
that
of
they
it was
want
junk.
other people's. Well, you know, I know Bedell put out scrap and stuff like that, and some of those piles. So that's what I meant. And people love that stuff, man. They love that stuff.
Heck yeah.
I've got 2 scrappers that live within 5 blocks from me that I got both their numbers, and one's very particular about what he takes, and then the other one's like, I don't care, metal's metal.
I get
Yeah,
that.
that's
One
one
does
thing
it
I
as a
used to
side
love.
job, the other one does it as a full-time living. So he like takes it all apart and separates the different kinds of metals and does it all that way. And I'm like, dude, that's way too much work.
I got a buddy that does that, and I'm just like, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy, man. But he makes money. He literally makes a living doing it, man.
Yeah.
God bless him. But he makes a living doing it.
Is my mic working now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, awesome. So apparently, unplug everything from your PC and then move it to your new place and then plug everything back in. It doesn't know what your old settings were, so you got to go in there and redo everything. So there we go. My speakers weren't working. My headset wasn't working, so I just had to redo everything real quick. So
Well, so far so good, my friend.
there we go.
Appreciate
That's
you
one thing I
being
used to
here.
love about being in the city is, you know,
What
they
was
had
that, Joe?
annual. That's one thing I used to love about being in the city is they used to have that
Oh,
yearly
yeah.
cup or whatever it was, maybe twice a year. I think it was at least once a year though. So if you had, you know, washing machine or whatever, you can just put to the curb, do all your tree trimming, put over to the curb.
Put that out.
Yeah.
Yep. And speaking of washing machine, we got I put an old washer and dryer out. Someone hacked it off. I needed the pedestal clips on the bottom. Well, there you go.
The one thing I hate about some scrappers is they'll like disassemble it and then just leave all the crap in at the end of your driveway that they don't want. And it's like,
Right.
dude, if you're gonna take it, just take the whole thing. Like, don't
Exactly.
be in your house for half an hour taking all the plastic, you know, off that you don't want.
Well, they only want the money.
Yeah, right. Right. How much, not that I'm trying to be nosy there, BC, but what do you got? Like 1 U-Haul's worth of stuff, 10 U-Haul's worth of stuff? What do you got there, brother?
Not even. So I am getting rid of a bunch of stuff. So kind
There
of
you go.
downgrading a little bit, and then whatever else I do need, I'll just get new stuff of, because
Right.
you know, some of my stuff was like the cheap stuff for when I had first moved in there, and now I'm kind of upgrading. So time for some better stuff that'll last a little bit longer.
I get it. Yeah, when I last time I moved, it was the same thing. I mean, I brought stuff obviously, but yeah, you know, there was like, okay, I guess I'll get a new bedroom set this time. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So, you know, but yeah.
Well, so I'm getting rid of my bed because I had a twin XL because, you know, didn't really need to share my bed with anyone else. So I got a small bed, so I had a lot of space in my room. Well, now I'm moving it with my girl. She's got a king size bed, so it's like, well, I don't need the twin XL anymore. So that's gone. And then my old dresser was like a cheap old thing that I didn't need here, because she's got a lot of closet space and a giant dresser. So that goes too. And so basically it's just the PC and then like a few other things that I'm taking.
Yeah, you got to definitely take the PC there. Yeah, PC.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And there you go. Tech Man saying, yeah, that's me. Have a house full of stuff instead of throwing it away. I'm taking. Yeah, exactly. Hey, and you know what? If I mean, give some of it away, whatever. But I mean, if you could get rid of some of it, like sell some of it, if you got that kind of time and that kind of like determination, I guess, for lack of a better word, you know, make a little bit of money on eBay or something.
a lot of my stuff is just gonna go to Goodwill. It's like,
There you go.
whatever.
Right.
A little bit of a tax write-off, and then someone can have stuff that I don't need anymore.
There you go. Facts. You know, I this whole time I was sitting here, we started straight out on Trumpisms here, and we can get back to that now that Bedell is here and stuff. But I should probably do this because on the way in, you should hopefully have voted. And here's the, you know what, let me get this off so you can see everything there. Don't forget to vote for what I'm going to dollar cost average into this week for those who are new here. Basically, I take $25 every week. 15 of it goes into Bitcoin. The other 10, you guys vote for where it goes. It gets put aside in a Tangent Hardware wallet, gets tossed aside until my grandkids are old enough, and that's going to be for my grandchildren. And these are your options: Dash, Gala, Link, Litecoin, and XLM. Now, you'll see in the poll if you're coming in on if you're coming into YouTube, you'll see in the polls only 4 options. Unfortunately, it only gives me 4. So right now, Link is not there. If you want Link, let me know, and I will record that. If you are on X, you have to put it in the chat, and it will come down, and I will see it, and I will record it. And I see Bedell putting in XLM. So XLM right now, because you know I start polls on like X and everywhere. XLM started out in second place, still is, even with Bedell's vote. So, guys, what do you think? What's in first place? By a margin, I will add. By a margin. Joe, what do you think? We'll start with you.
What were the choices again? Can you put it on the screen?
Yeah, I'll put it back. I shouldn't have taken that off. There we go.
I'm gonna go with Litecoin for number 1.
Okay. What are you thinking, BC?
I would agree with Litecoin. That's what I voted on. So,
okay, fair enough. And Bedell, now that you know your vote was number 2, what are you thinking?
I don't know, man. Probably like everybody else, Litecoin.
Well, you guys are all correct. Litecoin by a huge margin. Huge margin.
I mean, I like the other coins. I just feel that Litecoin is, you know, more in the top 10. So probably more people are going to vote for that. That, and it's been around longer than I think all the rest.
I think you're correct.
Yeah.
Well, no, Dash maybe, right? I don't know.
2012.
So, yeah. Okay. So there you go. And Dash coming in a second on the longevity thing. The longevity meter. Longevity meter. So we started throwing out I was already, before BC even got here, I was already lamenting about this whole get rid of the debt ceiling thing. So I mean, and Joe brought up the point while I was lamenting that, you know, knowing what we know about the system, they got to raise the debt ceiling. But I was at least like, okay, make them come to the people, make them have to put it out there. Don't just say, okay, we're going to get rid of it. Screw having to ever come back to Congress to have to ask to raise the debt ceiling, or at least do it in public. You know, yeah. So that was my thought process. BC, I know you started on it and then we got off on a thing. Do you want to keep going? What are you thinking about that?
I mean, honestly, I'm fine with it. The debt ceiling is incredibly arbitrary. It's a newer rule that they put into place that ends up just causing a lot of fighting in the government for no purpose at all. When, okay, we're just going to raise it. We're going to spend over it. We're going to raise it again. We're going to spend over it. Just get rid of it. Stop all the infighting. And let's just move on to more important things. They're just going to spend anyway. It doesn't matter. Like, what's the point of it?
Move toward the cliff
Right.
fast.
Right.
Okay.
So just like what you were saying, like, what's the point of having it?
Yeah.
If you're gonna spend more than you should. We're gonna end up having to raise it again. It's like saying to a kid, you're punished. You can't play the gaming system or whatever, but then you give them the gaming system anyway. And he's like, oh, you're still punished, but here's a gaming system again. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Just there's no punishment. Just here's a gaming system.
Or it's like a trader where they put a stop loss in and, oh no, it's really close to my stop loss. Let's move it a little bit lower. Oh no, it's really close to my stop loss again. Let's move it a little bit lower. Like, what's the fucking point of the stop loss if you're not going to fucking use it?
Well, there you go. Facts. All set in the house. Welcome. All right, Badal, what say you?
I don't know. It's been a long week. I got a bad migraine that's in the back of my head.
You're like, I need a couple more drinks in me before I can.
I had customers at work today and a bunch of crap at work and just.
Yeah, that fiat mining is a pain in the ass. I'll give you that.
Yep.
I did KYC to Nice Hash though today. What a fucking joke that is.
Oh, okay. So what are you throwing? You gonna throw all those graphic cards at Nice Hash at this point? Is that your plan?
No, I got a email yesterday saying that I had like 10 days until they were gonna start charging me the fee for inactivity. So I thought about maybe putting like one card on there, but I don't know. My electric company pissed me off yesterday, so.
Oh, here we go again. Let's
know,
hear
right?
all about it.
Right? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, please. I need to put another clip together. Go ahead. Wait, explain to me. Government pays no taxes, but government taxes the debt with interest. Well, yeah, that's how the system works. You got to pay it back with interest, and then you need interest to pay back the interest, and then you need interest to pay back the interest, and which is why I had to watch that fourth video 3 times because that just was like blew my mind. It didn't compute to me.
Yeah, I was watching on YouTube where it was saying, about people who buy property, but even though they own it, they really don't own it because they still got to pay the taxes on it. Even though all you did is you don't have a mortgage note anymore, but you still have your property tax. It's like, why are they taxed? And then so you never really own it. And then if the government does something or you whatever, they can take away that property from you. So it's like
raise the taxes system, out of your price range. How many times do we hear that with seniors?
Literally, and it's funny too because like I used to hear the older guys talking about this, and now I'm like, oh shit, I'm an older guy now. I'm on the porch with my rocking chair, watching the kids, come get out of my yard, type stuff. Now I'm that person because now I see it. But this is what they would always talk about as far as the taxes and the government and everything else. And now I'm seeing it now because now I'm in crypto. It's nuts, man. It's like we're not. And it's so true. Like the rich, they really do. Like there are classes. The rich class, they continue to stay rich, and the people who, are their offsprings or whatever, they learn the system. They know how to make their money work for them. Versus what we do. Oh man, I got to get another job. I got to pay this and I got to pay that, and then. Like we blow our money because it's something to enjoy versus invest. And then we don't know how to invest.
Yep. Facts. Which is why most people coming in here looking for that quick buck. Right? I mean, that's how they think it's all made. Same.
Yeah.
So like here's something along the same lines, but with electricity. And the company that I have is ComEd. So in Illinois, and I'm sure it's like this in most states, is you have to be on the grid to have, I can't think of what it's called, like residential or housing permit, so you can actually live in the house.
Oh, certificate of occupancy.
Yeah. So I was asking the guy, what if you're have solar and enough batteries to where you never use any of the on-grid power? He's like, oh, well, we still charge you $50 a month for the meter. I'm like, even though you never use it? And he's like, yep. I'm like, how is that not a monopoly? Like, we have to legally have that meter. Even if we don't use it, you're still going to charge me $50 a month.
Yep.
And he's
Crazy.
like, well, you know, our kilowatt hour price is only 6 cents. I go, yeah, for the usage, but then it's like 8 cents for the supply plus the taxes. I was like, I did all the numbers like last summer. It was like 11.2 cents. I was like, I got a buddy that lives 2.5 hours north of me. His bill went from 10.5 or 11.5 cents to 17 cents. And I'm like, that's a huge increase.
Yep. And it's only going to keep going up. They just did some legislation to let the utilities take it up again, the delivery charge up again in my state. It's like, what? It's already costing me more for delivery than I actually use every single month.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so like, yeah, believe me, I get what you're saying, man. I get it.
So it's like, as much as I want to turn on a rig or even one card, it's almost like, why? Like I had to KYC into NiceHash to see what my balance was still in there. So I had 75 cents in there, gone.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, well, whatever. It's not enough to get a payout anyways. So it's like,
right.
Why burn $20 in electric to get $12 in Bitcoin?
Yep, I gotcha. Oh yeah, I have a good solar system. It would have a lot of out of pocket. Yeah. Yep. A lot of people do. I mean, you know, like I said, my daughter was smart. She did that too, and she, you know, sells back to the grid, whatever. Because honestly, she was paying so much. I mean, they got a big family, they got a big house, whatever, you know. But I'm talking hundreds of dollars a month. Makes me like laugh at myself for bitching about my bill. And like now she's down to like, usually she owes nothing because she's selling it back to the grid. And like, God bless her, man. God bless her. You know, that's just freaking insanity.
Yeah. So for the last year, my average electric bill was almost $500.
Dang.
Yeah, it was my daughter's bill.
Last month, it was 171 and some change.
Holy smokes.
And then since our grow is done, I'm going to wait a few months and then see how much lower it goes. But it's like,
Gotcha.
I didn't realize it was quite that difference. I mean, that's what, almost $300 a month difference. That's $10 a day. And considering I'm going for almost 9 hours out of the day, it's like.
And what's the cycle? How many months out of the year do you use that?
Oh,
the grow cycle.
Oh, it's probably about 4.5 months per grow.
So that's
sometimes longer.
That's huge. That's a huge amount of money.
Well, when you got 2 600-watt lights, 3 fans, a humidifier, an exhaust fan, I mean, that's probably. I mean, the lights aren't on all the way, but you're still probably pulling 12 to 1,500 watts a day.
Yeah, I'm sure. And he said
that's around 1,200 watts is like about $4.50 to $5 a day in electric.
Yep. And also it's saying 4 months, and then he's asking auto flowers. I don't know.
My first. So this was my third grow. This grow I did 2 months of veg, and then it was about 9 weeks of flower. The last 2 grows before that, I did like 5 months of veg, and then about 9 weeks of flower. So I mean, those were almost a full year.
Wow, that's insane. I can't even. Yeah, you definitely need some solar power, baby.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Well, and if you're connected to the grid, they're going to force you to sell it back to them. So there's that as well.
Right.
Yeah, and here they only pay, I want to say it's like 4 cents a kilowatt hour if you sell solar back to them.
Yep, and they're charging you what? Probably like 13.5 then?
Right.
So, yeah, it's crazy.
Yep, just like the
That's why
bank.
I just want to do like enough solar and just convert my whole garage into just solar. Because at least I'm storing my excess and I can use it later. And if I need to run
Yep.
an extension cord into the house, I've got plenty of those.
Nice. Chuck Danger in the house. Yeah, I'm here. Don't start without me. Not only have we started without you, I'm empty already, bud. I gotta go get me another one.
Yeah, I was about to say I need to go get me some more too.
All right,
well, back.
you guys talk amongst yourselves, and BC and I are gonna run and grab us some more drinks. Guys, don't forget to vote. By the way, here we go. I'm gonna throw this up before I go grab me another drink. So Dash, Gala, Link, Litecoin, and XLM. Remember, the poll on the way in only gives you 4 options. So if you want Link, put it in the chat, and I will record that vote. If you're on X, just put it in the chat, and we appreciate everybody that might be on X. Just one person on X right now, so that's all right. But say hey, we'll give you a shout out. Appreciate it. X has been like on fire recently, like on a lot of my shit. Joe, our streams, right? We got crazy amounts of people on X, and I know like in the last couple of weeks we've had Daniel on here for Crypto on the Rocks, but he sends it out on X, and then boom, next thing you know, we got a couple hundred people. But still appreciate everybody on both sides of the proverbial coin. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go top me off for, as All Set says, round 2. There we go. Round two.
Let's go.
I'll be right back.
Very nice. Very nice. Oh man. What's up with you?
Oh, just long week. Didn't really get much done. Work has pissed me off. We had
at least you got a job, so that's good.
Yeah, but we had customers for the parts I'm running come in today.
Yeah.
And it's like probably our second biggest customer. And they were doing like a quality check. And my boss yesterday was like, oh, make sure you clean the machine, sweep and mop real good, and this, that, and the other. So I did all that, And then they were at my machine for like 2 minutes, just comparing the blueprints. Didn't even like look at the parts. No, nothing.
Right.
Because like the engineer came over yesterday and he was like, oh, make sure you we have like gauges. So we put in like a little box. He's like, take all that extra shit out, throw it away, rinse the fucking box out and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, why did I do all this for nothing? And I've been there almost 2.5 years. And then I found out today that the new hires start at 20 cents less an hour than I am at currently.
Yep.
And I'm like,
that's how it always happens. That's why they never like to. They never want anybody to talk about their pay for that reason. And people who, and I've actually had nurses where they would leave and come back like a week later or whatever the period was. So they would leave and then they'd come back as a rehire or a new hire, so they can get that up in pay.
Right.
But yeah,
like our newest guy that started middle of January, he makes the same exact amount I do.
And how long you been there?
March was 2 years. So
that sucks, man.
2 years, 3 months, 4 months, something like that. And it's like,
yeah.
Plus I do all this extra stuff for them, and it's like we get the yearly raises this week, but we won't know about them until probably Monday or Tuesday. So it's like, if I don't get a good raise, like I may just, here's my 2 weeks.
Or you can ask. That's what I used to do. I would ask for a raise, and they're like, Joe, we just gave you a raise, like everybody corporate wide last week. I said, no, the amount you gave, it wasn't a raise, it was a rough. That's it. Not even a raise. It was rough. That's it. And I said, no. I said, I want more. And I think at the time, I was only asked for like $3. But I mean, $3 is a lot. They were firing people for like 25 cents, 50 cents. And I said, I want $3.
My last raise was in November, and it was 5 cents an hour.
Yeah.
I was like, you might as well just slap me in the face, because that's an insult.
Right. And they're like, but it's a raise. It's like, no. But yeah, so that's what I would do. I'd go and I'd say I want $3 an hour. They're like, we can't do it. I said, we'll talk to corporate. Let them know. I never call in. I'm the on call. Like they have me as their number one call. Where if a nurse calls in, boom, I'm there to show up. I pick up all the extra shifts, et cetera, never late, blah, blah, just listed all the stuff that I do. And the biggest thing is I don't call in. Zero call-ins. So I want my $3. And then boop, they give me $2. All right.
And yes, Princess, I did have my own business for about 12 years. And the money was good, but when you work 18 to 20 hours every day, 7 days a week, it gets to be too much.
And then you had a crew. And then the crew, you got to take care of them, make sure they're good. And then, it's rough.
And everybody else but you gets paid first. And Princess, welcome. Appreciate you being here, by the way. I left the job of 12 plus years because of stuff like that. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
And Shuby won't be joining us tonight. He
won't be? Oh, man.
It's his daughter's 21st birthday today.
Oh, that's today?
Yeah, so he was out of state. They got there last night. I think they're heading back home tomorrow.
Gotcha. And my wife is my boss at the moment. There you go. Well,
the wife is always the boss.
Well, that's probably true. That's a good point. Good point. And Princess saying, I can never work for anyone. Run your own business. I'm planning on opening more over the next few years. Yeah, smart. And you know what? The way things are going these days, I mean, look, we got job numbers cutting back. And I'm not saying don't go work for people. Everybody should start their own business. Because honestly, some people just ain't built that way. Let's be for real. But like, if you have that opportunity, you have the acumen to do it. I think, do it, man. Put your feet in the water. You're not going to succeed at everything you do, but silly, seriously, give it a shot,
But in my state, if you have a business, whether you make money or not, that you still have to pay a $250 a year yearly fee.
Wow.
Well, is that for like an LLC fee or a corp fee or whatever? Because that's standard in every state.
My first one was an LLC that I filed for free. But
you file it for free, but when you renew it, you got to do it every year. You got to pay.
So the state shut that down because I never paid that fee because I was like, I'm not like actually using that company to make money. It's sitting there doing nothing. It's just hey, I have this company. That's it. And then my actual company.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was paying my lawyer to fill all that out for me, and that was an extra $150 every year.
Yep. And now, or at least no, wait a minute, that got pushed off because I was going back and forth with the lawyer on my most recent LLC because they put that in where you had to also file with who the hell was it? I forgot what government agency. It was a Biden era thing, and then it got pushed off at the last minute. And Techman saying he's going to work from home. He's always been a drone worker. Yeah, I get it, man. Hey, listen, I still mine fiat on a part-time basis because, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. It's just, It's just what it is. And I'm cutting back. Don't want to work anymore. Yeah, me either, man. I'm getting too old for that shit. And I'll tell you what. I was mining fiat earlier today, and I'm just like, I really felt it. I got home today. I'm like, I just want to go to bed right now. I don't want to go on Crypto on the Rocks. I don't want to do shit. I just want to go to bed. I am definitely too old for this shit. Trust me on that. Else stacks it. Yes, he's the boss. Satoshi is the boss. There you go. I'm stacking sats, but I'll be dead before they're gonna be worth enough I can walk away.
And that's why I got my bid axes on solo Bitcoin.
Yep.
For that.
Exactly. Well, there's another solo block that hit you guys. That's Joe. Really? That's what we're starting. Yeah, you and I are starting off with that on Monday. Another solo block.
Nice.
And Techman saying vary state. Yeah. The amount you pay and the fees. Yes, vary state to state. That is true. Nevada is one of the worst or lowest ones, excuse me, for LLC fees. I'll take your word for it. I don't know. And Crypto Princess is heading out. Princess, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. As always, you've been on fire with those interviews you've had going. So keep them coming. Keep them coming. Let's see. What's he saying? I'm just sitting at home busting out blocks at the moment. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, he put a short out. I don't know when it was. I think it was today. I got the notification today, and one of his bed axes hit a block, but I believe it was Digibyte.
Oh, yeah. Yep. There all the time past the night. Man, I'm just sweet dreams to Princess. Yes, exactly. Jay Violet in the house. And it's Jay Violet's birthday. Happy birthday, Jay Violet. And cheers. That is a straight off cheers for Jay Violet.
Cheers.
There we go. Cheers.
I noticed her emoji or icon or whatever was different. But like she wearing a party hat. And it's like, oh, it's her birthday. Nice.
There you go. And yeah, I'm Jay. If you all remember, Jay Violet emojis in the chat. Light it up. Light it up.
So the block of Digibyte that Techman hit, you can now buy French fries. The block is worth like $2.65.
Yep. And Princess is saying this year I'm starting BTC mining, building up a trading bot army, and she just did that interview. You should check that out if you didn't already. And you know what, bot trading can be lucrative if you've got good settings.
I mean, you need a large enough library that your bot is built off of. They need to be able to really adjust to market switches, so they can be profitable. They cannot be. So it really just depends on how deep your strategies are that you've built up in your library.
Indeed. K Diggity is in the house. Welcome, sir. Welcome. And there it is. There, BC knows. BC knows everything. Why do you think I keep having them on my on all my training series stuff? Matter of fact, Sunday, 7 p.m. Me and BC going to be talking crypto taxes. So exciting. Not really.
Oh boy.
But but we do try and give you at least a good 411 on what's going on. So, and a matter of fact, BC and Joe are going to be joining me. Is it Sunday? I think so. This Sunday for a recording series. So that'll be coming out pretty soon. Stay tuned for that. And Saturday, tomorrow. Yeah, it is Sunday with you guys. Saturday, I'm doing one with the boys from Billy Goat Tales. Going to be talking community on that one. So yeah, I gotta do some catch up. I'm falling behind. A lot of them fell apart. Trying to schedule them and getting people in. I will. I was really counting on one. I probably shouldn't have hung my hat on because basically. He told me that was him helping me wasn't going to make him any money, so he was out. So okay, great, yeah. But so I'll just leverage AI for that one, and who knows? We'll
you should see put his name in private chat. I'm curious.
Oh, you know who he is already. But yeah,
just
anyway.
it.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, and that's why I'm not.
If I'm sub to him and he tells you that, nope, he lost a subscriber.
Yeah, well, let's see. OnlyFans bots. Yeah, there you go. Senior community. Yep. Speaking of which, dropping a video tomorrow for seniors. Figure who better to talk to the seniors than the senior. Yeah. So go and you can check that out tomorrow. It drops at 11 tomorrow. Although if you're a channel member, you already have access. I'm doing a more laid back. I'm literally sitting outside, chilling, talking, and I've done about 3 of them so far. I'm going to drop one a week, just kind of trying to take a look at it from a senior lens. Because Joe and I, on one of our streams, we were talking about it. Seniors, the boomer generation, is like the biggest growing group right now coming into crypto.
Yeah, because they have money to put into crypto.
For whatever reason, it don't matter. They're coming. They're coming.
Well, and see, I try to get like buddies that are my age, and they're like, bro, I barely have like $20 left over, paycheck to paycheck living. I'm like, okay, well, just $1. A $1 today is worth more in a year. And it's like at least if you get 10% on it, and you do that every week, it's something, and something is better than nothing.
Well, there you go. You know what? That's so funny because I was already having that. Well, I have that conversation with my kids all the time, but it's just like I feel like I'm. You know where it says you see the rock and it says hit head here. I kind of feel like sometimes that's what wham. That's what I'm doing. But it's interesting. Maybe we'll have to. I was thinking maybe I need to do another one of these sit down in the backyard series and have that conversation. Listen, put 25 cents in, put 50 cents in. Don't get your Dunkin' Donuts coffee today and put that in, whatever it is, kind of thing. And
there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people where if you ask them, would you want $100 right now today in your hand this second, $100, I give it to you right now, or in 1 year I'll give you 800 or even 1,000. I'll take the 100 now.
Yeah,
like all of them.
I've seen a lot of shorts. I think it was just mainly one guy that did it. I don't remember his name, but he would just walk up to strangers and be like, "Here, you want $1,000 or do you want 1 Bitcoin?" And they're like, $1,000.
Oh yeah, give me the money.
They don't even know what 1 Bitcoin is worth. They just think it's 1 Bitcoin. It's worth.
It's just
nothing.
one. It's just 1 Bitcoin. It's just one.
Yeah.
It's $1,000 or 1 Bitcoin. It's like no, Bitcoin's worth a lot of money, but it's just one.
Like a lot of the people that I've talked to about, Bitcoin and crypto is they've either lost a lot or they buy when everybody talks about it. Like a couple weeks ago, I was talking about the guy that I know that bought XRP that for $3, and I was like, yeah, no.
Right.
Or people made money and then they cashed out and then they got to pay 50% of capital gains on their taxes. And they're like, so I just lost half of my profit. Like, what's the point?
Yep. Something that BC and I actually talk about in this Sunday's video. Grandma, give me BTC money. And then Techman saying my parents only want to know how they get fiat out of crypto. Yeah. Because again, that's what they know. Like Daniel was saying when he was here a couple of weeks ago, he's like, we've got generations of people who just don't even understand money. They just don't. And number go up. NGU.
That's by design now, because it's like, how do you make the most of money as a system? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you have a bunch of people that don't understand money, and you can make a bunch of money off of them.
Damn straight. Damn
No,
straight.
Even CCM did a little, I want to say a series, but living on crypto.
Mm-hmm.
How you can buy Bitcoin and then use Bitcoin to buy certain things like gift cards and whatnot through certain websites and what have you. And I think at that point you can avoid the capital gains tax.
Well, if you're smart about how you get your crypto, maybe, then you got a little bit of options with regard to that. And Chuck Danger saying number always go up. Well, I guess on a long enough timeline, on a long enough time horizon.
Well, and see, that's another part of that thing where you were saying it's like, do you want $100 now, or do you want like $110 later? and people's time horizons are very, very short now, thanks to the internet.
Yep.
So people can't look past, hey, what do I need for this week? Well, what do you need? What do you need in 10 years when you're trying to do something else? When everything is different in your life than it is right now, and you've set absolutely nothing up for you in 10 years. And that's a big problem for people. And that's why it's very easy for the people in charge to make money off of the people that aren't prepared. I think they said like the average savings is like less than $1,000 if you go with like everyone in America and you aggregate it out. That's terrible.
That's horrible. But that's a accurate figure, I believe. And Mark Dutch in the house, welcome. I love it. How to manscape a sexy beard. There it is. And Google sent you here. Well, I'm glad. Thank you, Google. There you go.
Yeah, my problem is I'm getting quite a few gray hairs down here.
Oh, shut up. Just shut up.
You're much older.
That's a lot more. I mean, I had like 1 or 2 last year. Now it's starting to get about quarter size.
When CCM was talking about that senior thing, the video, I'm thinking, oh, but Elle's gonna be talking.
There it is.
Hey,
and
it's the salt and pepper look.
Yeah.
There it is. I got it. There we
and
go.
Mark Dutch, I would normally I wear a hat, but I had a migraine in the back of my head today, so wearing a hat just does not help at all.
Not doing it. And yes, Tech Man, number go up until it don't. Yeah, well, facts. Let's see. It doesn't matter what the number is until you sell it. Well, also true. Let's see. Yes, that is by design. Yes, exactly. All set. Exactly.
I mean, if you look at the BTC chart on like the weekly view or like the monthly view, number always go up. So, just,
right, and that's what I mean.
Yeah.
All on your time horizon. What's the time horizon?
Yep.
Hodl mentality made me a lot. It's all about time. Yeah, facts. I mean, facts.
Yeah, and I was actually thinking about that. And I think I said it on my live stream either today or yesterday, where it's like, man, if I would have just bought Bitcoin, the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If I would have just bought Bitcoin in 2024 instead of all these alts that I was going to hold because, who knows, they could just blow up 10, 20x, 30x. And I mean, I'm down a lot because I didn't sell them. It's like, I'd rather go to zero. Like, I'm not going to sell. I'm just going to hold it. And because it's already too late. I'm at 35, 55%, 60, forget it. I'm just go to zero. And so if I would have just did that with Bitcoin, man, I'd be way up.
I know. And Chuck Danger saying crypto is a zero-sum game. Today's investors, tomorrow's exit liquidity.
No. Or are you saying BC?
What alts is the question? Because it's like maybe if you're in the right alts, if you hold it long enough, you'll be fine. Whereas that's why recently I've just been in stocks because a lot of the alts aren't playing out. But like, depending on what alt you bought, you hold it for like, say, 6 more years, you'll be fine.
Right.
And everybody that's coming into the chat right now, don't forget, tell Jay Violet happy birthday. We got the birthday girl in the house. In the house. And round tripping is the new jungle safari. There you go. The kid wearing the birthday hat. Yes, she's wearing the birthday hat.
So I kind of did a thing a little bit ago.
Step away, guys. I'll be right back.
All right.
So I was curious as to how the ballet physical coin wallets work. Now, unfortunately, I believe I threw it all away. But so you pop, the coin out of the plastic, and then you have the QR code on the back.
Well, don't show us that.
Well, I got all your crypto now.
Me too.
I've already sent it. So, and this is just like the seed phrase. So there's like the QR code that you scan with the app that tells you like the balance of the coin. And then when you go to transfer it, you pull that away. Then there's another QR code that you scan, and then you got to enter that. What is it? 20-digit or 16-digit seed phrase. So it's actually interesting. I don't know. I had them for a year now, and I'm really curious how this works. I should have made a video of it, but I'm not much of a video guy. I'm more of a get on live stream and just go at it.
Yeah, because with the video, then you got to edit it. Well, first you have to plan it out. Then you have to edit it, take out all the ums and the repetition of the words and whatever. And then you spend so much time, and then you get like 13 views. Like what?
Yeah, Mark, go ahead. It's already on one of my exchanges.
ChatGPT makes it extremely easy to make videos, though. So I will give it that.
I've tried, but how do you do it? Or how would you recommend doing that?
So for my intro video, I basically went in. I told ChatGPT what I wanted for my video. I explained it a little bit of what the idea was. I gave it a little bit of an outline of kind of what I wanted to touch on. And I asked it to make me a script and then kind of just went from there. So ChatGPT is extremely helpful in making videos if you know how to use ChatGPT.
See, that's the thing, though. And I even put prompts in there, too. Act as if you're a YouTuber that makes viral videos, SEO, optimization, blah, blah, blah. And, like, I've only done, like, one of those videos. And I think it did okay, but I was hoping for better. But I just got to put more work into it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the prompting with ChatGPT just takes a while to get down. Whereas in like now, because my ChatGPT knows me a bit, I can kind of shortcut things. Right. But no, if I want some highly specific things, I still have to go in there and it's like, okay, so I want you to act as if you're a college professor who's like the best economist in the world. Go in here. Here's a few links. I want you to read this data, break it on down for me at that level. Talk to me, though, as if I'm such and such age range because I want to use this to talk to people on YouTube. So
I do it. Really I give it a like a picture of a PDF or whatever. I say, break this down. Explain to me like I'm 7. And it explains it to me. It's like, okay, explain to me like I'm 5. I was like, oh my gosh, it's still too much. I don't even know.
I mean, so like the prompting is very like specific on it. You either have to go crazy or simplify it. So an easy way to go in is you tell it a few things, you let it do its thing, and then you go in there, you give it some more information. Because a lot of the time, if you give it a whole bunch of information at once, you're just going to break it with the prompting. It's not really going to know how it's supposed to give you the information it's supposed to give you because you gave it way too much information.
So what I do is I ask ChatGPT, how can I ask you to do this script concerning this? What would I need to ask you for the best results? And then it gives me the format of what to ask and what to do. So then I'll fill that in and then I'll submit that and then it gives it to me. But I always ask it like, what's the best way to ask you to give me the best information? And then I use that format. But yeah.
Have you guys tried the Google VO?
No, what's that?
Oh, it's that one that I think it was last week I was talking about how it's so smart that it designed itself to where it can't get shut off. But I was just looking up. It designed itself. It wrote its own code where nobody can shut it off.
I think we talked about that a week or two ago on a Monday show where it was like, nope, you can't turn me off. It's like, No, that's not what's supposed to happen.
So I just looked up the price for Google VO3 is $249 a month, but the first 3 months are $125. I'm like, it better be good for that kind of price.
For what?
Google VO3.
Is this AI or what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not worth it. I mean,
Well,
ChatGPT
the VO3 is the one that does the movies now.
Yeah.
I mean, $20 a month. I get ChatGPT. It comes with Sora. I mean, I can't really ask for a whole lot more.
I'm just trying to catch up in the chat here. I'm sure I've missed people coming in. David in the house. The Bumblebee, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Video editing takes a tremendous amount of time. Facts, man. Facts. I know you guys may have talked about this already. I'm so sorry.
No,
yeah. There you go. Heineken, anyone? Yes, exactly.
I said +1. I'll take one. +1.
There you go. Playing catch up here. Sorry, guys. Appreciate all of you and your patience.
No, you're all good. I got to go use the Shuby bucket real quick.
There you go. Shuby bucket. Shuby bucket's in the chat.
Buckets in the chat.
There you go. Oh man. Got us. That's my Shuby buckets. Shuby buckets. Boom. Shuby bucket.
We just ended up. We were talking about AI.
Well, yeah, I figured that part. Yes. I appreciate that. I was kind of able to hear some of it. My son was calling, so I had to answer it. He does not usually call at this time of the day, so that's okay. Got to answer that. So,
my brother actually called me today. Like I'll talk to him like maybe once a month, maybe once every other month, and he called, and I missed the call. I was like, oh crap, what happened? So I mean, he'll text me every once in a while, maybe like 3 times a year, maybe. So I call him up and it's like, hey, what's up, man? And he goes, oh no, just checking on you, make sure you're still alive. I was like, oh yeah.
Well, that was good of him to check.
Yeah.
You know, good of him to check. And I'm hang on, there it is. Boom. Yeah. Facts right there, David. Facts on family first. Yep. Family first. Let's see. What's this? I made a quickie on my phone while doing.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
You clicked the wrong comment.
I guess I did there. I did.
He gets me all the time. And before, and I mentioned this today on my stream, before I would have a lot of people from all the places I go to. They'd all come in and they'd have their own little side chats, and man, they would get crazy. They don't watch my channel anymore, but it's okay. But before, I would just click on it and then read it. It's like, oh, and then I click on the next one. And it's like, oh, and I click on it, and then the comments like, I can't believe he's reading that out loud. And I click on it. I can't believe he's reading this out loud. I was like, oh, I gotta pre-read them, proofread.
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't bring up any comments on my YouTube when I'm doing shows, because I don't trust any of y'all. Y'all are some deviants.
That hurts,
dude. It's so funny, man.
Hurts.
It's so funny.
These deviants in the chat trying to get me banned.
Yeah, there it is. There you go. Yeah, we're all talking about AI, right? Yeah, well, I don't know about that. Yeah. And yeah, see, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh,
yeah, there's like 2 or 3 of them that I have to watch out for, and Mark Dutch is definitely one of them.
Yeah,
and he's got me a few times too. And man, it's just funny.
See, I at least try to make mine funny and a little bit on like the edge, where it's like appropriate enough to read it on chat or like bring it up on the screen, but like on that edge enough where you find it funny. Where I completely messed up one of your flows the other day. You were just going, and I just had to drop it in there.
Oh my god!
busted up.
Yeah, Joe, was I not all screwed up after that? Right? Oh my
Yeah.
God, I was just like, what? And yeah, I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I'm relatively innocent. Yes, a relative term. Relative is a relative term. Yeah.
Just like username, right?
Oh my God, yeah, username. Good Lord. Oh my God, that's it. Time to put the trolls in the chat. There we go.
And it's funny
Username
too. I think
emoji.
it was Mark Dutch, where it started off fine, you know, asking a question or whatever, and then it went ... and then it said something is like, and I click on it, and so I kind of read the very first, so I put it on the screen, and I'm reading it. I was like, oh man, he got me. I was like, oh come on.
Oh, here we go. See, it's always on the edge, but good enough the kids won't understand. There it is. Exactly. Oh, yes. Where is username, man? Well, he was actually in our Monday live stream when we did out of the line, and it was funny because he was going off in the chat about things, and I wasn't bringing it up because we were like knee deep into that conversation, having help me, having Ali on from Metal Mark.
Yeah, dude's a cool dude.
Yeah, he is, and he's funny. I like him. He is funny. And this week, shall we let the cat out of the bag, guys? Who we're gonna have this week?
Of course.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This week on Hollow Line, we will be joined by Redman. He's going to be in with us, telling us about where his latest book sales are. As a matter of fact, I have a copy of his book we're going to give away live during that stream. And and then he's going to stick around and he's going to chat with us about whatever we happen to be talking about, which at this point, that's all I got.
We've already got a couple topics picked out, but
yeah. Well, and that's assuming. Yeah, and that's assuming. Yeah, well, I haven't even put that stream together yet. That's going to be happening hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, this is Redman in the house, and you know, it is what it is. Who knows? This weekend, Trump could do something, say something. Who the hell knows? And then we'll be off on something else.
Have you seen the meme of where Putin is gonna?
Yeah, I did.
Be in the middle between.
Yeah, Elon
and Trump.
Yeah,
I can't think of Tesla's name. That guy.
Yeah, Elon and Trump.
Yeah.
You got it right. Yeah, and Putin. Yep. Okay. I'm sure there's something about that I don't know about. All right.
No clue.
No clue.
I don't know who drives a Ford. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm assuming he's talking about Redman right there. So.
Yeah, probably.
Oh man. Appreciate everybody being here. Guys, don't forget to vote. We came into this stream with Litecoin in a pretty decisive lead. But you get to vote. What I'm going to dollar cost average into: Dash, Gala, Link, Litecoin, or XLM. If you want Link, you got to put it in the chat because unfortunately they only give me 4 options on the poll. Yes, found on the road. Exactly, BC. Exactly. Oh man. Oh, it's on his YouTube channel. Oh, I haven't. Okay. Honestly, the only place I really watch Redman is like on Billy Goat Tales when they're doing their thing, or on the X Space, whatever. Speaking of which, did you guys listen to this past week's X Space? I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Well, I know, BC, you gotta get the beauty sleep. The beard needs the beauty sleep.
Well, but so normally I listen to it after. I've just been busy with moving this week, so I've missed out on a whole bunch.
What's the? Oh, they were. I know, just like all the scammers that are in the comments of the videos, right? Sharing, oh, hey, I got this money tied up on OKX. I can't get it off. Here's my seed phrase. Help me.
I got this wallet and I need to know how to move my money over. Here's my seed phrase. Can you help me?
Help me. Help me.
Yeah, the first time that I got that message, I was like, seriously, you can't be this dumb. Like, maybe your brand spanking new. So here I go writing out this big old long thing. Like, the very first thing they say is never give this out. And then as I'm typing, it's like, wait a minute. Like, nobody can be this dumb. Like, you get your seed phrase. The very first thing it says is don't share it. So I deleted the comment, or I deleted my response. And I saw the next one was one more just like that, but it was a different person. I was like, that's weird. So I removed it. And then there on out, boom, just constant. And it's funny too. And it's, of course, everybody here is a YouTuber or an influencer, whatever you want to call yourself. So, YouTuber. But I go and I check my comments. Oh man, I got 13 comments. Awesome. And I go, 11 of them are from the freaking scammers.
Spam,
like,
yeah.
So I just hide them.
Go ahead.
Yep.
I know that feeling because I get them.
Yeah.
Hey, engagement is engagement. Leave it there.
See, and that's what I was thinking too.
Can't do it, man. I can't do it.
That's what I was thinking too. But I was like, I don't know.
I would just hate for somebody to fall victim to that from like
I can't
one of my videos, and then they're gonna be like hating on me because I didn't.
Yeah, exactly. See, Mark agrees with you. There you go.
Here's the thing though, is like, how is anyone gonna get hurt from that? It's a fake seed phrase that nothing's going to happen with. Like you can't access anyone's money with it. They can't access your money with it. It's literally just a nonsense comment that makes no sense. I leave them on my video. Screw it.
I forget what the dude is. He's an older guy, and he's somebody I used to watch a long time ago when I first started. But he explained the scam behind it. So when you go and you log into that, with the seed phrase, and you log into that thing, it'll show that it has like $100 in there or $50 or whatever. So because you have the seed phrase, well, you can withdraw that money. So you're thinking you're getting over because, well, you got this seed phrase, but it takes 30 cents of gas to transfer it. So once you hit yes to approve it, it drains your wallet. That's my understanding of it. So
yep. Yeah, I think that was Crypto Dad.
Yes,
show. Crypto Dad did that breakdown. Yeah. Do you guys watch Crypto Dad? I like him. I don't watch him as much as I probably should, but
I used to when I was brand new, and I was learning a lot from just different people. He's one that I learned a lot from.
Yeah,
not
he puts out great info,
but just the other stuff for crypto.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, you'd be surprised. You just type in whatever, how to use Blowfin Exchange, and then you'll have all these people that are there, and some of them are horrible because they 30 minutes of nothing, and some of them are like really good. So yeah.
Yep. And yes, right here, Mark's got another one. Yes, this is the other one. This one was, I think, came first, and but it's still out there, and yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And then you got 9 comments below it trying to entice people to go to Telegram or go to WhatsApp or whatever.
Or like the other big one, it's like, thanks for the portfolio advice. I follow such and such trader and they made me all of this money. And then it's like 34 comments in that thread.
Yes.
I'm like, fuck it. Like I just leave it alone now. So I'm like, whatever. You just put 50 comments on my video, and engagement is engagement.
There you go.
Like most people are smart enough to realize that that's all bullshit.
Yeah.
So it doesn't count as engagement if you remove those comments?
No.
I don't think so.
Gotcha. Maybe I should just leave them on and then comment underneath it don't listen to this person or something like that.
There you go. I always respond to those and enjoy the chat. Yeah, there you go.
Like for me, like if you're really that dumb and naive, you almost deserve it. Like I hate saying that, but you do. And like for me, I was one of those. You know, I saw on YouTube. You send us, 100 XRP. We'll send you 500 back. Oh, really? Oh, but I didn't know how to do anything at the time, so I couldn't do it.
Engagement is engagement. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I just can't. It as soon as I see it, it's like, boom, gone, banned from the channel. Boom, gone.
Engagement is engagement. Like that. What it lets you know is that you're big enough that like it's worthwhile for these bots to like at least comment on there. And it's like whatever, boost my engagement scores.
Yeah,
we need our. There you go, Chuck Danger. There it is. We need our exit liquidity. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
and it's like there was a great movie that says it, and you know we all know the movie, and as stupid is as stupid does. And if people are going to be stupid, you can't save people that are just going to do stupid things.
Yeah,
like
that's,
you can't.
you that's facts. That's you can't save everybody. That's facts. And right here, yeah, you're right, Mark. YouTube probably does see it as like, hey, that's super engagement. Look at this, woohoo!
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
How sad is that? But facts. But then we put something out there and they're blocking it. Oh, strike!
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude. Yeah.
Every time I talk shit on Joe Biden when he was president, and my video gets like no views on it. Like, yeah, we're just gonna ghost this guy real quick.
Yep. Facts. Those are the facts.
Yeah, of course. I've said this story before, where a long time ago, my wife at the time, it's like, I got this email. This is like way long time ago, like 20 years ago. I got this email from a Nigerian prince, and this is before I even knew about the Nigerian prince email scam. And he just wants me to send $100 or $500 or whatever it was, so that they can do like 1 million or something. And I said, "Are you literally that dumb?" Of course, I didn't say dumb. I said, "Are you literally like, how in the world? Why would he even contact you? Like, this makes no sense." And I didn't know anything about scams at this time.
Right.
But I mean, just like, how dumb do you have to? And man, she was all for it. Like, if she had money, she would have done it. And she's asking if I can do. It's like, no, that's like so dumb. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah.
But people are gullible like that, man. Gullible like that.
Hmm?
Oh my god. My son got a call from the IRS, and
hey, those are scary though. Those are scary.
And he was damn near in tears when he called me. Like, that's how they hooked him hard. Yeah. And he called me. He's like, "Dad, oh my god, blah, blah, blah." I'm literally in the store shopping, like, food shopping. And I'm like, "Okay, just stop. It's okay. It isn't the IRS. They're trying to scam you." "No, Dad." And it's so funny. There were people in the aisle going, "Tell them not to do it. Tell them not to do it," because they knew what I was saying. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, it isn't the IRS. Don't call you. They send you letters. There's got to be a trail, and calling you ain't the trail. So,
or someone will show up at your door.
Well, you want to know what? He said, "We're coming to your door right now." I said, "I will be at the house there shortly." Sat there with the gun, waiting for them to show up. Guess what? They did not show up.
I will see you there.
Yes. And that's why I said, "Don't you, Dad, you can't do." "Oh, well, you watch me. You watch me. I guarantee one of us is leaving, and it ain't going to be pleasant." It's that's that. And yeah, they never showed up, needless to say.
They never will.
Exactly.
Yeah, but getting them calls, scary stuff. My ex, same one, she actually got a call from I don't know if it was the IRS or whoever it was, There it is.
There, yeah. You got the hat on. You're looking sexy again. There it is. Sorry, I had to put that up there,
And
Joe.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
know,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
It's
interrupt
been
you.
gone for a little while, so
Maybe
That's
she
all right.
received that call because she maybe answered that Prince email. I don't know, but it was right on the same time. So then she gets a call. I come home from work. She's in tears. She's on the phone, and she's like, they're gonna this and that, blah blah. And so I get on the phone, and it wasn't like a weird accident, not that I remember, but they were just very adamant that they are going to, X, Y, and Z. And then finally they're like, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and dock her pay 90% or whatever it is. And that's detrimental, 90%. And so, they're trying to get money out of her. And I said, you know what? I tell you what, you have my permission. Take 100%. Take all of it. Take 100%. And we're done with the call. See ya. And of course, they never did anything because they couldn't.
Yeah,
and
because
I
they
didn't know
can't.
at the time. Yeah, I didn't know at the time, but it just sounded fishy. It's like, and I told him too, I was like, there's no way you can do this. I mean, just for like child support at that time, I'm thinking they can only dock so much of your pay, but they can do like, so there, and it was more of a scare tactic. And I caught on to that. I was like, you know what? You have my permission. Take 100%. Go for it. Do it until the debt's paid off.
Have
or
at
whatever
it.
it was.
Yep.
Never
Have
did.
at it. Facts. Oh, that shit just pisses me off. It's like put that energy toward something freaking constructive, helping the world, not trying to scam people. I know I'm probably people right now laughing at me that are sitting out there right now, just kind of lurking, going, "Oh, you're a little naive." I got
but it's like all those people that complain about not having money, but then when you tell them to go get a job, they come up with nothing but excuses, and it's like you can't have it both ways.
Well, they think they can.
Have y'all seen the movie? I think I forget the dude's name. He's the bald-headed dude, knows how to fight. John Statham, or but it's called like
Jeff Statham. Yeah. Jeff Statham or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
Jason,
and the movie's called
that's it. Yeah.
The movie's called Beehive. I think it's called Beehive, but it ends up that he's working as a bee person, whatever you call him, and the person he's working for, she actually gets scanned by all these scammers that are calling up, and they get access to her computer and they drain all of her funds, and she ends up whatever to herself, and then he goes on a rampage and does the whole thing. To me, that was a good movie till the very end, till they explain what the Beehive was, and it's like, oh, now you're just trying to, you had a great script, and then at the end it's like, oh, the dude left, he got fired, the script writer, he quit. Well, let me fill in for him. ChatGPT finished the movie. The end of the movie, the scripting part was like, but that was a good movie though, up until that part when they explain what the Beehive is. Like, really? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Good movie though. Besides that.
Yeah, I've never watched it. Never watched it. And yes, you had it right. All set. We're yeah. I don't know. Should I put this up on the screen? The biggest news scam right now is text from toll authorities. Excuse me. Collect the $6 toll to keep your license from being suspended. You go through a whole login process, and it looks legit. Joe, didn't you just go through something like this? I thought, didn't you say something about that?
I never said anything out loud about it, so that's pretty scary. But yeah, actually, when I was in San Antonio, I drove to Houston, and the GPS, it took me through the toll roads, and it took pictures of my license plate, and of course, I knew there were toll roads because it says toll roads, and you can see all the cameras. And then, sure enough, 3 months later, I had a letter in the mail saying that I owed the money, which I did, but I never did anything. Allegedly, I never paid them. Allegedly, or I never went through it. Allegedly, I don't know, even though I had pictures. But anyway, but yeah, I still get those letters to this date, and this is 8 years ago. It's crazy.
Damn, persistent.
Yeah,
and Wick's wife in the house. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, and then they clean out your credit card there. So, yeah. Hello, welcome. Appreciate you being here.
But mine was legit though. Mine was like that letter. I do believe it because I did drive through it, and it was a toll road. It was in Houston, and man, I had a great time. It was for a wedding. My was I married to that one too? I think so. To her, it was my wife at that time. Her best friend was getting married in Houston. Open bar, the whole nine.
Ooh, open bar, baby.
And I tell you what, at the very beginning, of course, I'm taking pictures and I'm taking pictures of the bartender, and the bar setup and everything. Then a few hours later, I'm behind the bar with the bartender taking pictures. I mean, dude, we had a blast.
There you go. And yes, you're right, David. Yeah, they ain't texting you. They ain't calling you. Yeah, exactly.
Same thing with all these texts. Your package couldn't be delivered. This and that, blah, blah. I just deleted it. The first time I saw that, it's like, what package? I didn't order anything. Or, we authorized, or the authorization of $185 was processed, but I don't even click on them. I was like, I'll just check my bank, see what was done for
what, where?
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
So I don't click on any of those. I just click on it to hold it so that I could delete it. I don't even open it.
I get you. And weddings are overrated, just like birthdays. You can't be saying that. We got Jay Violet, the birthday girl, in the house right now.
That's why he's saying it. That's why he's saying it.
My God, Mark. Oh, my God. And weddings are a bit overrated, unless, of course, it's open bar. Then they're great. But I'm just saying. Yes.
As long as it's not your wedding with the open bar.
I think it's so funny.
Yeah.
I think it's so funny at weddings when the female throws the bouquet, like all the girls want to catch it. All of them want to catch it. They're just so excited, oh, I'm next. And then when it comes for the guys to catch the chingadera, the little thing.
Garter, yeah.
Yeah, the garter. Like literally all the females got to push their men, like, hey, go catch that. So they're just all there and like they don't even want to catch it. And I just, man, it's so freaking hilarious to me anyway. All the females are super excited. All the males are like, I'm only up here because
do I really got to do this? Yeah. I don't know. Does Florida allow Easy Pass now? That's the main brand here in New York. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Is it?
I think Easy Pass is one of those they're trying to make more or less like countrywide.
Right.
Because like Illinois has their iPass and Easy Pass.
And Dave's saying, yes, it does. There you go. There you go. I use a hall pass. I love it. That's funny. Yeah, exactly. Everybody gets it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit. Man, appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thank you for all the activity in the chat. By all means, I mean, we kind of went on about the whole debt ceiling thing much earlier in the stream here. We're hour and a half in now. You know how we get as the night goes on, things just kind of get a little off the rails. So if you want to add anything to that conversation, by all means, throw it in the chat. Oh my God.
Tech Man's comment.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Oh, Tech Man. Love you, Tech Man. I do. I really do.
He's just taking a play out of Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
That's a funny movie.
Ma, the meatloaf.
I was just gonna say it. Mom, meatloaf. Mom. That's so funny.
There you go. It's the love guru. Yeah, well, yeah, that is true. We're laughing at it and all that other stuff, but that is true. What's this?
Dutch.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome.
No,
man. But I mean, if you wanted to be up 40%, if you'd listen to my stock picks for this year, they've been absolutely killing it. So that's about all I got. I don't know about no XA B643 or whatever. It's crazy how many of those get commented. And it's like you try to look at it on any, because like I've done that where I'm like, okay, I'll look it up. And you try to look it up and it's nowhere. Where it's like, where is this person supposed to buy? How are you scamming people if you're telling a token that nobody can find?
Right.
Oh, we got Leo in the chat.
That's right. Cluck, baby. Cluck. There we go. Cluck. Yeah, sexy peeps. That's us, man. Especially, you know, Bedell now he's got the hat on. So I just ask, you know, Mark, yeah, is what it is. There it is.
Did anyone get in on the Circle IPO?
No, I did not.
My order didn't fail.
Oh, no kidding. There you go.
Yeah.
Because it just kept going.
Well, like I had the order in for market open and it was supposed to be like $31 and like it opened up at like 64 something. So I never got filled. I was like, what the fuck is this? I missed out on stupid gains.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you think it's gonna pull back? I mean,
oh yeah.
Well, when I say pull back, I'm talking pull back toward like those open prices.
I mean, I don't know about all that, but I've got my eye at like probably like 78.34. So there's fib extensions, and then if you do the opposite to kind of see where you might retrace to, that's sitting at the 1618 on a fib. So that's kind of an area I have looked for. It's right underneath our big CME gap. So I'm kind of just waiting to see what happens. I think it's overpriced, just incredibly overpriced, because it's like you're number two. You're the number two in crypto in the stablecoin market caps, but you've only got 20. That's like 24% of like the market. So how are you this evaluated at this price point where you're talking about billions of dollars, when if you have, like me and Username were talking about it, and if you have like a short term where with your short term bonds that they hold, if we have a rate cut, they're kind of gonna take a deep hit because they've got 3 to 6 months bonds that are the majority of their holdings, and it's very uneven with long term, where you would need a nice even out short term and long term, and they're heavily short term. And we saw what happened with banks, where it's like, hey, well, we've got they had a bunch of 30 years, but then they were oversaturated on very short term bonds. They cut the rates, and now the federal government was like, hey, well, we'll buy your bonds back so you're not fucked. Circle can't do that. Circle can't sell their bonds back to the government to not be fucked because they're not that banking institution.
Nope, facts. And Yo, I'm on fire. 10K long on Gala. Woo! Does that mean you're voting for Gala tonight in the poll? There, Pollo. And Mark saying he moderating a couple of channels. Can't keep up with the banned word list. Yeah, exactly, because all this crap, right? All the crap. And yes, of course, Circle will come back. Yeah. And I wasn't talking just the bear market. I'm just thinking, that's why I'm kind of I'm not touching Circle with a 10-foot pole at this point. But what do I know? and the 1618 looks good, he says.
I mean, I can share that chart real quick if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll bring it up.
Share
As soon as
screen.
I can figure out where my... There we go. Dang. Dang. Well, I am on round almost 3 here at this point, so
nice.
Yeah.
Oh
Crap!
Oh.
Sorry. See? Okay, maybe I need to stop right now. There we go.
So I pulled from the high here. Let me get the demonstration tool. I pulled from the high here to the low that we had made the other day. Pulled it back up to the high that we made this past day. And you've got the 1618 that's sitting below our CME gap, sitting at 78 bucks. That's kind of an area I would look for a potential entry on Circle, unless it looks extremely weak. That's a 1 minute chart. Zooming on out. There we go. You can kind of see it better, pulled from high to low to high. And we're sitting at the golden pocket right now. That's where it found some support. So we'll kind of have to see. Because a lot of people made a lot of money, so you could expect some people to take some profits.
Yeah, no doubt. And Colombian Connection in the house. Appreciate you being here. Like that name, Colombian Connection.
He said Gala. Let me get over to... Let's see.
He was saying, Gala and Ondo.
Look, I don't know what has the most history, so let's take a look. Because I don't think I've ever really looked at Ondo like that. Or this is Gala, so that's Binance. Decent history there. OKX, nope. Oh, there we go. This would have the most history. There we go. That has better history. I mean, it's found nice support over and over again at the same price point down here. So, I don't know. It's making lower highs, though, on the macro. So, we just kind of have to see. Let me do some quick chartery.
Chartery.
Yeah. Damn those highs. Come on, magnet tool. Magnet to what I want. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Not talking about magnets.
No, that's the only magnet in this place, in the space, is the magnet tool.
We can go over that conversation.
Yeah,
we
I'm putting the magnets in the chat right now. Magnets in the chat. There you go. Oh, we just got some gift memberships dropped. Let me bring that up real quick while you're doing your chartery. Thank you, Poyo. 5 gift memberships. Appreciate that. Let's see real quick who got some gift memberships. Let's see. Maya, Chump Change. Nice. Mike Play, Pennywise got a gift membership. And
nice.
Miss Poman, excellent. Thank you so much, Poyo. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
I mean, so if you can catch some momentum and break through the 236, this is a shorter term time frame fib. If you can break through 0249, then it'd probably be off to the races. It's just, I don't know. It looks a little iffy, but it's coming back down to its very strong support levels. So like it finds support here over and over and over again. So I mean, potential if we can see some ripping off of BTC again. So I don't know much about Gala. What was the other one?
I think it was Ondo.
Yeah, Ondo was the other one he mentioned. And David's talking about Graph.
Do you want to? Oh, I haven't looked at Graph in forever. Do you want to take Ondo, Joe?
Yes.
And then
All right,
I'll pull up graph in the background.
I will do Ondo. Oh, I gotta share my screen.
Yep.
Share screen. This one.
All right, I see it. There we go.
So Ondo. All right, so same thing, and most coins are going to kind of be like this, where we've already, hopefully, potentially found the bottom. And right now we're not at the bottom, but let's go to this. And I do love using the magnet tool as a magnet, which is only found on TradingView. But there's another level right here. Now, one thing that we're looking at, and this is for most coins too, because on most of these coins, on the daily especially, macro, what we're doing is we're starting to do higher highs and higher lows, but then we broke our trend line. And I like using the magnet tool so that it snaps in place. There's no bias or nothing like that. I'm not trying to force it. This is what it is, from the wick to the wick. And it broke this, but because it broke this trend line, that doesn't mean that it's in a downtrend until it breaks this level right here. It's kind of like a zone. Now, because it broke this zone, now we're looking at potential. Let's make this box. So if I was going to enter this coin, I would wait for it to break out of this box, because right now what it's doing, since it broke this, and it comes with market structure, we came up to the top of the box, we got rejected, we came back down. So what could happen, and I like using the path tool to show all this, it could come up here again, get rejected, and this time possibly break through this. And this is kind of also dependent on Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going to be coming down, pulling down the whole market, or are we going to start potentially coming up? But if we do come down, we're looking to attack this level, come back up, and then possibly attack this. And then we do have a nice support here. So I'm looking at support at 0.7090. And here we might, because now the market might change, we don't know. And then now we might start coming up like this. So this is one of my thought process. The other thought process, let me go. Man, I really wish Bitcoin would just come up already and stop messing around. But it does need to retrace right now. For a long, just to kind of keep it short, what I would do is I would just set an alert right here at 0.8883. Then the 4-hour candle must close above 0.8569. 4-hour candle close above this, we're good. If we have a candle that closes kind of underneath this level we just mentioned, not good. Because now what could be happening is it did this number, and then now it could be doing this, and then coming down some more. And then instead of waiting a whole bunch or a long time, well, your alert goes off, you check, 4-hour candle close above it, you enter the trade. Hopefully you're making profits a lot sooner than having to wait several days, several weeks. So in short, set your alert, watch for the 4-hour, enter the trade. Not financial advice.
That's right. Not financial advice. And let's see. Melissa's in the house. Appreciate you being here. Welcome, welcome. And there you go. Poyo's giving you the thumbs up on that chart there, Joe. There you go. There you go. And let's see. No, you're not late, Melissa. Appreciate you whenever you get here. And just finishing up yard work. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. When you got the good weather, got to take advantage of the good weather. Just the facts. Just the facts. All right. Did you have a chart ready?
Yeah,
GRT.
GRT.
Okay.
Graph.
Where is it? There we go.
And then just for transparency, I sold graph way back here. So I think it was like this one where I sold.
Nice.
But now
Why did you sell? Did it cross a level, or what was the market not looking good?
Yeah, just that's where I sold a lot of my alts.
Why?
November. Oh no. Okay, so March this past year, when we were at highs on BTC, I sold off most of my alts, bought back a few when we hit dips, and then really sold out the beginning of this year, because things just weren't looking good for alts. So I took a few losses on some of them and then broke even on some, just because things were extremely battered down. But I bought back here in, let's see, October of 2023. Wow. Quite it crazy to think that we're this far into the cycles already.
I know it,
But
man.
Right.
I know it.
like, jeez. That's when I was buying ADA and buying all of these alts, and then I sold everything off when we hit highs in March of 24, and then tried to buy back on the things I had conviction in, and I just wasn't playing out. And I was like, I'm done. It's just
Right.
BTC only. But you can see here, this is fib extensions going the opposite way, because I'd kind of be looking for some support. You've got your platinum pocket coming in here, right at very strong support as well. That's where we found all of our support back here, coming in at five and some change on the cents. That's where the platinum pocket comes in as well. So potential for a bouncing back up on the short-term time frame to kind of see a push back up towards that golden pocket before we really come back down, though. I see David saying I sold everything in November and December.
Yeah, I just brought that up. Yep.
Yeah. I sold in December and January. So yeah, things just weren't looking pretty. And I was like, all this money is gonna go into stocks and then back into Bitcoin when we saw all the lows at 70s. So I have not been happy with alts this cycle at all.
Same. Yeah, and that's the reason I asked too. Like, what made you decide to sell? Because, like, for me, my thought process at the time was, oh, everything's different. You know, all-time high prior to the halving. Yes, we're at highs. We're coming down. Okay, fine. But we're going to come back up because everything is so crazy bullish. Everything is going to, create higher highs. And this is when we're going to do 10, 20 X's on these very low market cap coins. And then, boop, nope. Mistake.
Well,
I know it's
there's several reasons. The saturation, the kind of highs that all the alts made, when it's like you're not really hitting anything close to anything you've hit before. You've got all these alts where it's like, look at this. So this was last
sorry,
cycle.
I didn't realize you were about to do that. There you go.
This was last cycle where it's like ripping. Here's $2.89 as its absolute high, makes a lower high here. This is where we're starting to get into the bear market. Nothing. Like, you're talking about, it topped out at 49 cents this time and then made a lower high, as opposed to when Bitcoin was making higher highs. Last cycle, you were having alts that are like getting close to highs and all of that. And it just didn't leave me to have confidence to leave any money in alts. So like, you get over here, beginning of the year, I told everyone about SMR. So let me get this on a higher term time frame. Here's the daily. Beginning of the year, I was telling everyone about SMR. I bought here, I bought here, I bought here, told everyone about it on my show. It's up ridiculously. I told everyone about LFU, which is another play on energy and the nuclear sector. Ridiculous gains here. I told everyone about Serve a while back. Ridiculous gains there. This one hasn't been playing out as crazy. This is Novo Nordisk, but I'm up like I think 20% this past month alone from just buying when it started dipping below the golden pocket. I've been telling everyone
all these
about
are long-term holds, investments. They're not trades.
Yeah, longer term investments. I've been telling everyone about Reddit since last year, and like it's retraced to that 236, started buying all over again. So I mean, all of my stocks have outperformed basically any alt, except for a few where you have your few that are up 300%, 200%, 150%. But for the most part, my stocks are outperforming alts. So that's why I just was like, screw it. I'm just going to go back to what I know from high school and going back to stocks for now. And then say we see like ADA and XRP and a few of these other dino coins start ripping. I got time to put money in them when they start making those highs that I've been watching for. So like ADA over here, where I've been watching ADA like crazy. There's a lot of people in the community that love ADA. If ADA can get above this golden pocket and really confirm some support, I've got time to jump in. That's 70 cents and can write it back up. But like this 70-cent mark for ADA has been a battle zone over and over and over again. I want to see us confirm. And a lot of these alts are looking very similar where you can't hold the golden pocket. You can't hold the 50% fib line. And that makes me worry, especially with the fact that there's 30 some odd million altcoins. Where do you put your money? It's not like last cycle where it's like, oh, every single alt I bought made me stupid money.
Right.
It is not that way.
See, and I had that mentality, you know, the very beginning of this season, where like, man, like literally you can like throw your money anywhere, hold it for 8 months, and you're up 10x. But as the season continued, you saw the just continuing the saturation as like, man, like, and what gets me more upset is that there's really great projects out there. They're not moving 5%, 6%. When you have these, you know, fart in the hat coin, whatever, and
now getting added to Coinbase
200 million%.
Yeah, facts. And I like what David's saying. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just got to kind of go with the gut on stuff like that with all these different macros that he's listing right there. And I love it. BC has the best sound effects. Yes, he does. Doge at 40, 50. You know what? I don't know if Doge is going back up on. I mean, what was its all-time high? Like 75 cents or something?
I'm so disappointed in Doge. I thought for sure because of the name Doge, you know, that it was going to just take off. And I was just like set on it. And nope. It just nothing but disappointment. Huge disappointment.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. And Sol, you guys have been around long enough. You know how I feel about Solana. But we can get into it if you really want to, because I've had like 3 rounds of drinks, so I'm good to go.
He's ready to fight. He's ready to fight. He's looking for people to bump into.
Bump into. I mean, that's right. And
I had owned some Sol, and I bought at like 40, 50 bucks, and then bought again at like 80. And then sold at like 190 just because I was like, I'm getting out before we hit that 200 because I don't know if anyone's going to buy Solana if I'm trying to sell it at 190, 200. So, I mean, it made me money, but I don't have to like something for it to make me money.
You know what? Those is the facts because I made some money back in the day on XRP and I can't stand XRP. So I'm with you. And there you go, shouting from the rooftops. Ondo at 24 cents back. Yeah, I get it. And people, I don't know. I am of the mindset that this whole sitch is different, and we've seen what we're going to see for the most part with regard to the alt season. And there you go. You're hurting his alt feelings, BC.
it just is what it is. I've been preaching it since like 2024 though. Like I've been preaching it since before we got into any crazy pumps that like this cycle was different and that there would not really be an alt cycle. So
Yeah.
I've kept that message and it's played out pretty accurately.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it has. And where are we? Maybe a Band-Aid. I love that name. Welcome.
yeah.
Appreciate you being here. Yes, we some of us are more degen than others, I suppose. But what do we got here? Hold on to he came up afterward. He meant TRX, so Tron, BNB, and XMR have performed. No one talks about them. Okay,
I've talked about XMR.
yeah, I listen. I'm all about privacy coins. I like privacy coins. XMR can't go wrong. BNB, I mean, I get why you probably want to hold some. And Tron, I hold it because you want to know what? When I want to like do USDT or something, I'm doing it on Tron because it costs pennies. It costs pennies. I mean, I'm not going to Ethereum for that. Definitely not. Oh, did I just hit the wrong button here? Hang on. No way ADA dot or Link hit their all-time highs this cycle. Oh, I'm with you. It's funny. Jesse was all over me when I put out my early poll. He was all over me. Why not ADA? Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, he's like, it's the best one. I'm like, no, man. Right now, I'm sorry. I get it. We got a lot of ADA fans here, and I love ADA. I hold ADA. I stake ADA. I'm about ADA. I like it. But you want to know what? I'm not jumping in on any more ADA right now, except for what you guys tell me I'm DCAing into, and that's getting put aside for the grandkids. But for that, I don't mind because my time horizon on this particular grandchild is almost a decade. So, okay, fine. Okay, fine. You know, I know Billy, Crypto Billy likes DOT.
Dot and ADA. Me, I love Link. But
yeah, Link. Yeah, I'm with Link. Yep, I'm with you.
And I think DOT has hit its all-time high for this cycle. I've got the chart pulled up. I looked at it with Billy not that long ago when we were on a show together because he brought up DOT, and like DOT cannot break $11.85. That is its strong resistance and is now back at bear market lows right now. Like that's ouch. Like even if you're getting that 13% yield or whatever, because you're taking it, that's not even worth it. Yeah, you got more DOT, but like you got more of an asset that can't even break $11, which was that brief little point here. You want to pull up the chart real quick?
You got it. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Hang on. There we go.
So like 1183 was that last ditch pump before we really got to the bear market. So like I pulled it up here. I think it runs. Nope, it's just a horizontal. So I pulled it up from here. That's that last ditch pump we got before we went to the bear market. Pulled up to here, 1183. That is its ceiling for this cycle. It's hit it twice. And that's what leads me to believe that like DOT has definitely hit its all-time high for this cycle. Just because it's like we're at the bear market. We're at the bear market for DOT price-wise. And you see it's already kind of broke a little bit below it. Link, probably very similar, where it's like it made much better moves, but it like you made a higher low here, but you've still got a lot of bearishness on your higher term time frame. You come to the weekly, that weekly is rolling over all over again, staying below our indicator line here on the MACD. It's a rolling over here. Your volume's rolling over. Your money flows in the red all over again. So I don't know, like, unless you see something crazy going on, I have I think Link is good for long term, but for this cycle, I think it's a little bit played out. ADA, kind of similar thoughts, but if it does kind of break these key levels, like I'm looking here with Link, if we can get back above the golden pocket and really hold it, I might buy some Link and try to ride it up, because we've got a very big fair value gap all the way back up here. And your 50% lines, some strong resistance right now. These are those areas on all these alts I want to see us get back to, where it's confirm golden pocket as some support, get above the 50. Maybe I'll throw some money at. It's not as crazy gains as anyone that was buying back here, but it's my safe gains.
Right.
Whereas in right now, on my stocks this past month alone, I made 40%. None of these alts would have made you 40%. So I will take my 40% where I can get it, and then roll it over there if the time comes up.
If and when
to roll it over.
Yep, if and when. Yeah, I get that. What do you guys think about this?
I mean, good luck.
I don't think so. I don't think they can be banned or will be banned.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get that they'll try. I mean, the U.S. government's still paying people to try and hack Monero. I mean, so.
I think they won't see they won't see like that ray of sunshine like some other alts will. They'll slowly increase, unlike some alts will increase dramatically and then drop because everybody's selling.
To me, these privacy coins have a serious use case. And again, for the better ones, I'm a fan of XMR, obviously. I hold that. I hold Pirate Chain, and I hold Darrow. Those are the ones that I hold. Those are on my bags.
Anytime the government tries to ban something, it doesn't go very well for them. Especially if you're going to try to ban something where you can't even regulate it as is. Good luck. I mean, you can make it as illegal as you want, but it's like you tried to make TikTok illegal, and I've got a VPN, sir. So how'd that work out?
Right. And it's not like you still can't get it, right? I mean, the only thing they did was take it off the centralized exchanges. Who gives a shit? You don't want to be getting your stuff. If you know how to get stuff without using a centralized exchange, that's what you should.
I bought XMR directly from the miners. That's how I buy it. That's how I've always bought XMR. Why would you go to the centralized exchange when you can buy XMR for cheaper directly from the miner?
I'm with you.
Yep.
I'm with you. There's that. I'm just trying to play a little catch up here on this. Okay, Colombian Connection. Bought ADA in the 8-cent range, sold a year later at 10 cents, 4 weeks later, $1, a year later, $3. Yeah, I'd have a little bit of sticker shock on that as well. And we ain't visiting that $3 range again anytime soon. I know that may buy me some hate from the ADA community right now, but we're just not. We're not. My opinion, not financial advice.
And
old guy.
I gotta say, that happened to me on so many different cryptos. I bought it, held on to it for a year, 2 years, and it's like SHIB. Speaking of which,
I know.
I sold it at like $200, so I 10x, which I was happy with. The next day, what I sold was worth $1,200, and I'm like, man.
See, but we never know though.
24 hours.
Right. There's no way to.
That's the only thing. Like whenever you're buying these coins, it's like, oh man, I'm up 80%, and then you sell half your bag, and then that what you sold could have made you 10 grand, but because you sold that, well, now you only made 2,000. So it's like, and then what if you didn't sell it and then it went to $4? So it's man. But whenever like, and you've done a lot of really great ones too. So back to my original question, back with BC Port Corp, like why did you sell, et cetera, et cetera. Like for me, it's a very hard pill to swallow because it has to do with, one, I did not want to be wrong, and two, I don't know if it's pride or just, because I'm on YouTube or whatever it is, but I didn't want to be wrong because I'm thinking, oh, we're going to all-time highs. Everything is different. We're going to keep on going.
Yep.
If we come down, it's fine. I'm just going to buy more. If it retraces 20, 30%, this is what I'm expecting. I'm just going to add to it, and it's going to go up because this is what I'm used to. And then it came down 20, 30%. We bought more, and then it came up a little bit, and then it kept on coming down. It's like, oh, crap. Well, now I'm already down like a lot of money, and it's like, I'm not going to sell it. So, like, for me personally, and to admit it, like, it's one thing if you're a trader, it's like, oh, man, like, I messed up. But, to be on YouTube and, talking about it, the reason I talk about it is so that if other people have done it too, they don't feel dumb because, they're the only ones. No, there's a lot of us out here who have done that. But I tell you what, man, it was a hard pill to swallow. It was like, dude, like, I'm down 50%. I was like, I'm not going to sell it. Shoot, I'll let it go to zero.
Yep.
And that's I don't know if that's just the let's wait and see what happens, which I should have, could have, should have, would have sold it because now it's down like 70% or even more. But yeah.
Yep.
But it's tough. It's really tough. And then, of course, eyes are on you. And then, of course, you admit it. And again, it's just a hard pill to swallow, but it is what it is,
Facts. And again, it all depends on your horizon, your time horizon. I mean, if you're trading, one thing,
Right.
And
yeah,
that's
and all these were investments. Yeah, all these were investments. So it was if it's going to come down 20, 30%, great. I'm going to add to it. And then I did. And then it just went up and it kept on. It's like, oh, and this is when BC Pork Corp was saying this was like the March area. And it's like, he was doing something completely different than what I was doing. And he is obviously right. And mine, oh, man, it hurt. It hurt.
I hear you. And Bedell, I know you said you want to kind of head out shortly. I mean, you let me know whenever. I'll let you say bye to everybody, whatever you want to do there, my friend.
I'm ready now. I was just
all right, man. Go. I mean, say your piece and do what you got to do, brother. I get it, man. I get it. I don't know how late I'm going to be tonight myself. So go ahead.
I just want to say cheers. It's been a fun Friday night. Great way to end the week.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Then,
oh, that's empty.
Besides lack of sleep and then stress, like I think it was Wednesday, I woke up at 1 a.m. and then I struggled to stay awake till like 8. Because, when you're up like 7 hours before you got to go to work or 6 hours, then you got to work all day, and then you come home and you're hungry, and then your whole body clock is off, and it's just.
Yes, sir.
And then the stress all at work and more stress the next couple days at work. And it's like.
Well, go get some rest. It's all right. Appreciate you even being here, my friend. You know the drill.
I'm just happy tomorrow is still supposed to be like 78, 79 with no rain. But it's like I got to fix the truck in the driveway. I got to mow the yard, and then I got the kids. And my buddy came over with his kid. And, she was looking for her friends. So, we've got a play date tomorrow at the park.
There you go.
It's like, no time to do everything that I need to get done.
Serious facts right there, man. That's life. No,
it's like, the other day when I was up at 1 a.m., I was like, it'd be so nice if I just go mow the yard right now or fix my truck, but really can't.
I know.
So, but have a good night, guys.
All right. Have a good night, man.
Good night.
Yeah.
Putting those Bedell emojis in the chat if you are a member. All right. Here we go. Send them off with the bang. All right, Bedell, have a good one.
I would say is if you feel the need to sell about 50% and then wait. Because we've all been there. We've all done that, I feel. And we've all sold shortly before prices went up.
Yep.
But.
All right. Yeah, I'm just looking. Here we go. Past his bedtime too. There you go. Almost recovered from Vegas. Almost.
Yeah, same. I've been all sorts of messed up from Vegas.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
There you go.
You too.
Have a good night, brother. All right, let's play a little catch up here on the chat. All set saying he's getting all bullish and entered a long on Bitcoin. There you go. Most alts have ugly charts, right? Yeah, facts, man. I mean, that's just facts right there. I get your point on DOT, but I really don't like the asset. Yeah, I could take DOT or leave DOT. I get it. Don't mind me. I'm gonna ride the waves on derivatives. Not for Oh, there you go. There you go. And I kind of assume that's what you meant. I mean, they can. It's banned. Okay, whatever. That doesn't mean squat. But yeah, delisting it. That's their only play. Talking about privacy coins here. That's their only play.
You can get them on Dexes.
Well, and you can. And there's a question for you coming up. I'm working my way down, BC. Oh, he just walked away. I'm working my way down to that question. Let's see. Also saying I need a real off ramp. Well, no arguments there, man. Something that's on a DeFi end of things, because right now we're still using centralized options in order to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, right. I'm with you, all set. And I'm gonna hold this question. Oh wait, is BC coming back? All right, BC, I'm gonna pop this question up because this is a you question.
Oh, how do you buy from miners? There's tons of like websites where you can go to. You'll need a Monero specific wallet though. So
okay. Boom. Let's just say my grandpa bought charcoal directly from miners. It's still burning. Yeah. Let's see. Why is my thing not working? I took profit. Yeah, exactly. He's referring to Badel's comments here. Yeah, right. You can't,
because you never know.
Right.
It can go to $4. $0.
Yeah.
You never know.
And yeah, you don't know when it's going to keep going up. I mean, you do what you do, man. You do what you do, and you be happy with it, man. And you be happy with it. Yeah, load up on the pullback. Yeah, exactly. Buying opportunities, especially in my opinion, if you are a long-term time horizon guy. If this is an investment that you are going to be holding for the long term, again, not financial advice, not financial advisor, old guy, interwebs. But I mean, just think about it. Look at the chart.
Yeah.
And from like where Bitcoin started, use Bitcoin as the example here, from where Bitcoin started to where we are today, from nothing literally to over 100K
with today. All the pullbacks and everything, everybody freaking out, 20-30% pullbacks, we're still up long term.
Yep. Facts. And I'll make sure he sees that comment, Poyo, just so you know. And guys, I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, I did end up closing the poll because the poll ends at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and by a humongous margin today, Litecoin takes the week. So Litecoin, nice. I will be DCAing into this week along with Bitcoin, of course. So thank you all for participating in that, both tonight and obviously before the when I have it on X and on the community chat on YouTube. I'll tell you what, I basically even stopped putting it on Facebook. Do you know what I'm putting on Facebook? You guys gotta laugh at me. Remember, for those who were here earlier in the stream, I said that I was doing a kind of like talking to seniors series because of all the seniors that are coming in. That's the stuff I'm definitely posting. Well, I'm posting it everywhere else, but that's the only stuff I'm really going out of my way to post on Facebook, because let's be honest, the demographic on Facebook is the older demographic. You know, it just is. So there you go. There you go. In my opinion, of course. And BC Poyo is asking for you to DM him, just so you know. I told him I would make sure that you saw that message.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Buying directly from miners, I'm kind of the guy who ends up with a bag full of big. Yes, exactly. That's funny. That's funny. Have you tried what? To update at a hotel? I don't know what that is.
No idea.
No idea. I'm almost afraid to ask.
Yeah.
I'm almost afraid to ask. Litecoin is the only spot I currently buy because I use it to move. Yes, between trading and exchange. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See, and I use it too. I mean, honestly, Dash is the one I probably use most often. But second, Litecoin for sure. All the way. Absolutely. I got it. Okay. No, I have not. There we go.
You know what? Bread does not mold. It used to.
Not these days. It
doesn't mold.
Right.
I remember when I was a kid, back in maybe like elementary, that was my science project. You know, I had some bread in the freezer, in the refrigerator, in dark places, in places where there was light. And then I did a whole graph on, you know, how fast it would grow and everything. And I actually got like second place in the thing. Well, a few months ago, maybe like a year ago, I had bread, and I don't eat bread too much. So I had bread and I left it there. And sure enough, man, it must have been like a month. I was like, man, I got to buy some bread. It's like, oh, wait, I still have some. And I go and I said, man, this probably like has mold on it and everything.
Yeah.
I go and I look at it, it's like, it's not even hard. I was like, that's crazy. So then I left it there for like another 2 months just as an experiment, and it never grew mold. So I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing stuff.
They're doing stuff to the food supply. Absolutely. I
think that's why we have all these purple and pink hair people and blue hair people, is because the food. I really do. I think it's like a chemical imbalance that they've done, and the ones who either don't consume as much of that particular food group or whatever it is, or maybe the genes are just whatever, like they don't have that effect. But to me, there's no other explanation to see what we're seeing now.
Yep.
Because we can see in the food. We can see in the food.
Yep. Yeah, right here. And bread is not bread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. And put it in the refrigerator. It'll last forever.
No, I leave it on the counter.
Yeah. No, exactly. And these days you can. And exactly, Melissa.
I've always wanted to do homemade bread. Always wanted to.
I love the smell of homemade bread when you make.
It's so easy too.
Yep.
It's what?
It's so easy to make bread too. Yeah.
I've always wanted to, buy one of those little bread makers and make my own bread, but never have.
There you go. And there you go. Yes, it's a blood disorder. You're gonna see one of those people tomorrow. Yes, Melissa, Jesse. Oh my goodness, I thought you weren't here. I'm so glad you're here. Uncle Jesse emojis in the chat. Yeah, welcome, sir. Welcome. Let's see. Whoops. What's that? Sourdough. Yeah, there you go. I love sourdough bread. I really do. Guys, you're making me hungry right now. Dagnabbit. Yeah, right. Exactly. There it is. Everything's bioengineered. It's funny. I was having the same conversation about all the GMO stuff last night. And yeah.
And I've mentioned this before too, where, I don't cook. And like about a year ago, I was like, and I don't, eat bacon or nothing like that. I said, you know what? I'm going to make me some bacon and eggs. And so I went and bought some bacon, it had all the white stuff, the fat or whatever. And I'm cooking the bacon, and I'm expecting to use the grease so I can cook my eggs. And even with all that white on it, like literally no grease. And I was like, that is weird. And Like you don't notice it if you always cooking it and you're always, but like I haven't cooked bacon in like 2-3 years, and here I'm gonna cook bacon this time. It's like, wow, this is way different. And then when I cracked the egg in it and it went in the pan, like even the egg looked different. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. And then I'm kind of putting it all together. It's like maybe that's what all these crazy people are around. Maybe because I don't know. So
I'm with you. I like buying the local eggs. I don't know if that's any better, but I'm all.
I want to have chickens. I want to have chicken. Man, that's my dream. My dream is pretty much like Jason Casper. Have land, have chickens, have whatever. But the only thing I'm a procrastinator, so I would need to hire somebody to collect the eggs and everything else.
It's funny. My sister bought a house and they had chickens, and she said the only way I'm buying a house is if the chickens come with it. And I was like, what? And sure as hell, she got herself some fresh eggs every day, man. God bless her, man. God bless her.
I mean, that's why I get my meat locally. I get my eggs from my buddies that are chicken farmers. Like it's cleaner. It's
right.
It tastes different.
Facts.
Like the last pork that I cooked, we cooked some sausage, and if you get sausage from the store where it's Johnsonville, whatever, and you cook it in the pan, the pan is covered with grease on the bottom. Our pork is not like that. It is clean. So it costs a little bit more unless you're buying in bulk like we did. We got half a pig for $250.
Wow.
So it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I remember watching those TikTok videos. It was like a year or two ago where it's just like wax and then would pour it into like water, I guess. And then the dude would have the chopsticks and he would move it around, and he was making cauliflower. And then, he would put a little bit of dye in it. And I was like, are they doing this now? Like, who knows? I mean, it's got no taste to it. So,
Facts.
I don't know.
Facts. And K Diggity, I love the fact you got us on the TV. That's awesome. Big wave. Oh, there you go. I like it. I like it. Let's see. I'm just zipping through here trying to play catch up. Get eggs from the local farm. Yeah. There you go. And so much better. It's funny because my wife's like, what's the difference? I'm like, there's a huge difference. There is a huge difference.
Right.
There just is. I eat eggs every single day, like every day. So like, I'm telling you, just the way they cook, the way they taste, it
right.
The way
difference.
They look.
Well, facts. Yep.
As a matter of fact, I haven't bought eggs in a while now, maybe like 3 months, 5 months, or whatever it was, because they were $9, and like I get like 3 dozen of eggs when I get my eggs, and like that's y'all know me, I only have $14. 9 times 3, well, that's over 14. So it's like, man, I'm going in debt every time I get my eggs. And finally, this past week, they're now $5. So I bought them. I had me some eggs earlier today, and the shells are so extremely thin. Like, really, before you crack, okay, now go. Here it's crack, and it's like, oh, snap, it's coming out. Like,
it's busted. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird.
I'm with you. There you go. See, if you've had chickens, and yes, just the eggs. I used to have chickens, but couldn't keep the coyote. Yeah, man. Yep. Let's see. Thanks, guys. You just made me go through my freeze. Yeah, you're welcome. That's funny. Yeah, huge difference in the taste. Yeah, like I said, that just better.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, good Lord. See, I did it again without reading it.
You got him.
Guys, all the time. Yes, here you go. Wax on, wax off. I'll do that. You go, Jesse. Eggs from a local farmer. Checking a yes. Well,
and
right
I mean,
there.
I pay like $2.50 for a dozen of eggs from the local guy instead of paying. Yeah.
What?
It's way cheaper, and they're way better. And if you get them where they're not washed or anything like that, you can leave them for like
Right.
5 weeks and they'll be fine. So like it just makes sense.
Yep. And I'm with you, David, by the way. I the same. 3 a day, every day. Yep. Yep. That's
Yeah, I love me some eggs, man.
yeah. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, I love farm fresh eggs. 7 of them today alone. Oh, Jesus. Holy eggs. Holy eggs, Batman. Let's see. Well, I don't know how we see. You never know what you're gonna get here on Crypto on the Rocks. 1 week we're giving away gold. The next week we're talking about chickens and eggs. So there it is. There it is. Oh man. Yeah, yes, exactly. Sorry about that. Whoops. Sorry about that. Whoops. Oh crap. What's this? 250. You bought some Easter.
It's a scam.
That's funny. No, they are cheaper locally. I mean, these guys are they're in it to like for their community. Most of these people, it's not about
provide value. Yeah. I mean, you have less costs when you're selling locally too, as opposed to like, oh, we got to incubate the eggs,
right?
Like a giant container type thing.
Got to ship them, and then all the employees for the handling, the storage. Yeah,
it's way cheaper and worth it.
All right. Hold on, let me see here. I was just about to put something else up. And yes, facts right here. Yeah. Chickens are the new gold. Absolutely. You what? What? I wish chickens had 4 wings. Okay. There we go. Oh man. Guys, I don't know. I'm with you, BC. By the way, I responded to your
I saw it.
I am like dying right now myself. Yeah, I like I said in the beginning of the stream, I got back, from mining the fiat today. I was like, shit, I don't even want to do Crypto on the Rocks. But I gotta do it. I gotta do it. We missed it last week, so yeah. The hot wings. Oh, guys, you're making me hungry, man.
Kinda.
Hungry. Damn.
No.
Damn.
What? Yeah, it's been a long week of moving, so I'm kind of tired and ready to just go to bed and enjoy pretty much everything being moved, except for a few small odds and ends that I got to go get tomorrow.
So by Monday you're done. You're completely moved. Good.
Yep.
Excellent. Excelente. Yeah, it's like I said, I hate moving. I just do. So it's nice when you get to the end of it and you're just like,
yep. And now that's done. Now it's time to just sleep.
Hey, any word on the job sitch?
Cisco said no. They wanted me to have more experience, so we're gonna go with someone else.
Oh, screw them.
I've got tons of people that want to hire. I just didn't necessarily want to go with them because the at-home time sucks. But I guess we're gonna have to go with 4 to 6 weeks on the road, and just take it like that. I mean, it's money, but yeah, it's
and then you get experience, and then you can go to a place that you want.
Yep.
Well, yeah, exactly what Joe just said. Exactly.
Well, I just wanted to go with Cisco because they have 2 to 3 day routes. So you're gone for 2 to 3 days, and then you're back home for a night, and then you're gone again. But they wanted me to have a little more experience, so I'm gonna go get the experience and then come back to Cisco and be like, look, so I got that experience you were talking about. Can you hire me now?
There you go.
Facts, man. Facts. Yep. I'm with you. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, I get it. Oh, what's he saying? They work in house. They don't go anywhere but office.
Oh, different. So SYSCO, not the computer company.
I was like, what is the confusion right now? Now I get it. Yes. I didn't catch the spelling difference. Yes, I got you.
Yeah, Cisco, the food shipper, one of the largest trucking companies that moves food around the middle of the United States. So, yeah. Yes, very
big difference. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
difference.
Little things, food versus electronic. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. I love it. Well, you know what? Maybe let me see if there's anybody live. Maybe we'll just wrap it a little early tonight. I ain't gonna complain about that. What's it say? Can eat 20. There you go, man. There you go. I'll tell you what. Have you guys ever had like salt and vinegar wings?
No.
Oh my God. I had not recently, about a year ago. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if the guy that made them is a magician or whatever, but like they were like so good. I mean, like I needed a gallon of water afterward. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm not the only person. Yeah. They were so good. Oh my God, good. Like, wow, good. Yes. And they were delicious, man. Delicious. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's live right now.
No. Oh, thank you for checking. Of course. Well, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up because BC's about to head out. Joe, I know Joe's dragging right now, and so am I.
Yeah, I'm
so
tired. I've been yawning this whole stream. It's like, oh my God.
I know. Hey, we've all been there,
I'm
Joe.
so tired.
We've all been there, and you know, at least you didn't fall asleep on the stream. Bam, there it is. Unlike some people, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. and there you go. I love crypto. Yeah, same, man. And normally, man, it's all about. I could just sit here and ramble about shit for like hours, and just be happy, which is why I do this, you know, so we can all be that way, man. Yeah, I love it. Oh, here you go. Because you're on the TV, Joe. So your yawning is making it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, crap. There you go. All right, guys, we are going to wrap this up. I appreciate everybody being here every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Crypto on the Rocks. I appreciate you guys. But listen, just to give you a quick for me, and then matter of fact, and then we'll let actually you guys go first, and then I'll wrap up what I'm going to do. Joe, you got anything coming up everybody needs to know about?
Just make sure to tune in every single day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, Saturday and Sunday at 4. I do bonus streams, so make sure your notification bell's on. Go over crypto, go over just questions in general on how to trade. Do all that for free. You don't need to join my group or nothing like that to learn. I give it all to you. So that's all I got.
Okay. BC, what about you, sir? Anything coming up for you?
Nope, just a full solid week of Good Morning Crypto. Now that I'm all finally moved, so I will see you all there.
Nice.
What
time?
So if you go in Eastern time, it is 5:45 in the morning.
5:45 Eastern. Got it.
Yep. Extra early.
Yeah, super early. Woo! But that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I catch you when I get up. It's like, okay, let's listen to what BC had to say this morning. I pop in my earbuds in. But all right, excellent. And so for me, tomorrow, check out that video I'm dropping. Again, it's like, I don't know, 5 minutes long or something like that. I'm trying to keep them short and sweet. Talking to seniors. If you've got a senior in your life that you maybe want to throw another senior at that's crypto related, throw it at them. Why not? Sunday, 7 p.m. right after Billy Goat Tales. Oh, wait, wrong side. This guy and I will be live and, well, not live. We'll be in a premiere video, but we'll be in the chat and premiering taxes and your crypto because I know that excites everybody about that's a topic, man. And then Joe and I, now I got this side right, Monday morning, 11 a.m. And then again back with this guy and Bedell at 7 p.m. on Monday with Redman. Don't forget, Redman is joining us that night, and we're going to be giving away one of his books. All right, guys, I really appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you for being here. And I love taxes. I don't believe you, K Diggity. I don't believe you. All right, we're out. I appreciate everybody being here. Have a great night. Thanks again. And we'll see you again next Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern.
See ya.
Good night, all.